Now, in a major development, the iconic Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in capital New Delhi is all set to undergo a complete transformation. The stadium will be dismantled to make way for a state-of-the-art sports city, featuring venues for all major sporting disciplines and residential facilities for athletes as well. Now, according to sources at the Sports Ministry, this project is currently at an ideation phase with no fixed timeline yet. The government is studying international models, including the Doha Sports City, before moving to the planning stage. Originally built for the 1982 Asian Games, the JLN Stadium received a 961 crore rupee renovation ahead of the 2010 Commonwealth Games 15 years ago, and another 50 crore rupee upgrade before hosting the World Para Athletics Championships earlier this year. At present, this complex houses facilities for football, athletics, badminton, archery and offices as well of the Sports Authority of India, the National Anti-Doping Agency and the National Dope Testing Laboratory as well. Now, when asked about these offices, the sources at the ministry said that they would be relocated and the stadium would be dismantled to build residential complexes so that athletes can stay close to the venues during the competitions. Now, the ministry plans to fully utilize the over 100-acre complex, much of which remains underused. In fact, with a capacity of 60,000, the stadium has hosted several landmark events, from the 1982 Asian Games to the 2010 Commonwealth Games and the 2017 FIFA Under-17 World Cup as well. For the World Para Athletics Championships, the venue was upgraded with 2 new Mondo tracks, 10,000 new seats, and wheelchair-friendly infrastructure, including lifts and accessible washrooms. Meanwhile, the Sports Authority of India has launched its largest coach recruitment drive since 2017, hiring 320 coaches across 25 disciplines, with 50% of the positions reserved for women. The recruitment will not only cover core sports like hockey, boxing, wrestling and athletics, but also emerging disciplines such as kayaking and canoeing ahead of next year's Asian Games. We have Professor P.S.N. Rao, Dean, School of Planning and Architecture, now joining us on the broadcast. Professor P.S.N. Rao, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on News9. Talk to us, your first thoughts on the fact that this iconic stadium will be dismantled, but it will make way for something much, much better.
Yeah, so I think, change is the law of life and change is always welcome. This stadium, as you have rightly pointed out, has been around for quite some time. And I think it's now badly in need of upgradation. If you are looking at the Olympics or such kind of events, then certainly you need a much more modern facility to be incorporated here. So there is the land available. We have more than 100 acres of land available here. And in this land, there is a lot that can be done because currently it is not fully utilized. But then having said this, I must caution that we need to carefully plan this out because this is right in the heart of the city. And therefore, we need to work out the movement of the people. There are a large number of offices also located close by. So how do you plan these events? And of course, only this one complex is not going to suffice. Delhi fortunately has several other sports venues as well, like the Talkatore Stadium complex and there are other complexes in South Delhi as well. So I think we need to look at all of these together, and then we need to take up this upgradation process. We need to look at the vehicular access, how many people are going to come, and how the vehicles are going to be parked, and how the traffic is going to move around. So I think it's going to be a great venue, and I'm sure that the Delhiites will be very happy. Hopefully, if the Olympics can be hosted here, then it will really be very nice.
That's clearly where the intentions are. That's clearly what the ambitions are, and that is the reason why you're seeing, even this stadium has got consistent upgrades as recently as the Para athletics event where you had 10,000 new seats and wheelchair-friendly infrastructure. Also, hopefully, this new complex will again integrate all of the best that's been done to this iconic stadium already.
Yes, yes, certainly. I think technology is changing very fast, and it's not just the venue, but then also the accommodation facilities. Because when the sports persons come, they need to stay, and they also need to practice. They would need health facilities and various other facilities. So all these have to be incorporated here, and certainly JLN is a very good location. But then the infrastructure is dated, no doubt, and therefore it needs an upgrade, and it is best that we completely pull it down. There are certain other facilities which are not really directly related to the sporting event, so I think those should also be completely removed from here, like the doping facility and so on. So all those things have to be removed, and you completely start on a clean slate, and then go for the best construction technology, and provide the best sporting equipments, so that the sportsman would feel comfortable, because it has to be of a global standard. Today we are talking about Olympics, so it has to compete with the best in the world. So Delhi must go in for the best infrastructure possible. You have a very good road network there. You also have some flyovers coming up in the vicinity, which can actually take you to far off places. So it's also well connected to various five-star hotels and so on. So I think it's a very good choice. But at the same time, I would go one step further to say that it's not just the 102-acre JLN stadium, but maybe the other stadia as well also need to be upgraded. Maybe the indoor stadium and the Tarpatoria stadium and the other stadiums as well, so that together Delhi can be positioned as the venue for the forthcoming Olympics.
And also, one last thing, even as we're making this brand new marvel, and you have to make it for the future and make it sustainable as well. That will, set the right precedent for future sporting infrastructure to be made in India.
Correct, correct. Whatever infrastructure that you put up in today's time and age, it has to be sustainable. Therefore, various features related to sustainability, whether it is electricity consumption, water consumption, etc. So all those things will be taken care of. I think there is no dearth of experts in this area. They will all have to put their minds together, and we need to really do it fast, so that we get the best state of the art. We already have conferencing facilities like the Bharat Mandapam or the Yashobhumi complex, which are state of the art. So why not sporting facilities also as the state of the art? In fact, if you look at all the big cities in India, then probably even as of date, probably Delhi has the best sporting facilities as compared to any other city in this country. So definitely Delhi is very well poised to position itself as the Olympic venue.